Now, another player that you guys have been asking for in the new El Capitan Evolution has been Bonny, man. So let's go ahead and jump into the player review and see how good he really is. Yoan Bonny is an 86 rated card. He has the controlled acceleration type, right footed with 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. Now, for you guys that don't know, this is actually our 7th player that we've done a player review on in the new El Capitan Evolution. We're on our 7th account, boys, which is honestly kind of crazy. For you guys that haven't had the chance to check out the previous video, so far the best options for the evolution for me personally, if you do want a striker, have been Ramirez and then also Openda. So it's going to be really interesting to compare Bonny with them two and see whether or not he's a top option as well. Now, he can play both the striker and center attacking mid positions. And looking at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is extremely well-rounded from an attacking perspective, and he does actually have a UCL Primetime card that's going on the market for like 180,000 coins. Now, the UCL Primetime card has 4-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. This one obviously does have 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. The Primetime version does have the Press Proven Playstyle Plus. This one has the Finesse Shot Playstyle Plus, so we're kind of like 2 for 2 at the moment, with the Evolution being better than the Primetime. Now, if we were to compare the face stats between the two versions, I mean, his UCL Primetime card does have a little bit better pace, passing, dribbling, and physicality. And then they have the same amount of shooting, boys. So is this version going to be better with like a better playstyle plus and then also the 5-star weak foot? It's going to be really interesting to test that out. Now, one thing that I do want to go ahead and mention, boys, is the fact that Bonny can also have the lengthy acceleration type. So if you do want him to have lengthy, the Hawk would be a really good option. But if you're not too worried about him having the controlled acceleration type, I mean, the finisher wouldn't be too bad. You could also give him the Hunter Chem style just to kind of get like the most out of his pace and shooting. The finisher, for example, because Bonny does have a bit of a larger build in game, so upgrading on his dribbling could be actually really effective. It's going to give him 91 shooting and then also 91 dribbling, so a little bit more balance going forward. Now, in terms of playstyles, he does only have 5 different playstyles. The Finesse Shot playstyle plus, obviously, and then he does also have Chip Shot, Precision Header, Incisive Pass, and Tiki Taka. And for the most part, he does have a pretty decent setup. The only thing that I'm really worried about, boys, is the fact that he doesn't have technical, rapid, or quick steps. So maybe like the mobility with him could be a little bit more difficult to use. He is 6'2". He does have that larger build, so the left stick dribbling is going to be really interesting to test out, and then also his 89 pace. So with the way that the card is set up and the player roles that he does actually have 3 player role pluses: Shadow Striker, False 9, and Advanced Forward. I know that he does have 2 passing playstyles, so I mean, you could use him as a Shadow Striker, but using him as that Advanced Forward, man, I feel like that's going to be the best way to go ahead and use him. Now, like I said, boys, so far the top options for the El Capitan Evolution for me personally has been Openda, Ramirez, and then at number 3, I'm pretty sure I put Ekatike. Bonny is kind of giving me like an Ekatike, maybe like a Randall Colomwani type of vibe, so it's going to be really interesting to see how good he is in game and whether or not he is a top option for the evolution. If you guys do enjoy these FC26 play reviews and you want to see more videos like this on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like in the comment section down below. I mean, we could do another El Capitan Evolution. I know that it's Tuesday, very close to like the next promo, so it's honestly just going to come down if you guys want to keep watching these videos. And then if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, boys, we are jumping into game number 1 using Bonny, and I must say, man, I'm actually really excited to test him out because I feel like he's a little bit of like an underrated player for the evolution. He does have his UCL Primetime card that's like 200,000 coins on the market, so if you are looking for like a cheaper alternative, he should be a really good option. Now, with Bonny, boys, we did give him the Hunter Chem style, so a lot better pace and shooting, but, I mean, no dribbling upgrade, and he does have that larger build. So let's see if we can maybe try to test out his dribbling, like, very early on. I don't really expect him to be, like, the smoothest of players on the ball, but if you are really good at, like, left stick dribbling, it shouldn't be too bad. Bonny, you know what, man? Right there did feel a little bit clunky. You could give him the finisher chem style to, like, improve on that a little bit more. He does have the 4-star skill moves, but then, like, no technical play style, so it's going to be really interesting to see how much like that affects his game going forward. But yeah, man, let's even get off to a good start in game number 1. Bonny, lovely turn, 5-star weak foot. Ooh, we should be scoring, boys. We should be scoring. That's a decent attempt, though. Now, this guy's playing 4-1-4-1, so it's probably going to be like quite congested through the middle. That's good pressure. Bonny, a couple step overs. Try to play it through. Take a free kick, man. We take a free kick. Now, the one thing that I feel like is going to be really OP with the card is the fact that he does have really good strength, so you're going to be able to like hold off a lot of defenders. And then you can just go for like a simple through ball because he does have incisive pass. Ferran Torres, that's a great finish, boys. The link up play is going to be really important. Now, a little bit of counter-attacking football right here. I do want to kind of test out his pace as well. He does have really good sprint speed and acceleration, but controlled acceleration. Bonny, it's not bad. Tight angle. Okay, man. Okay, the 5-star weak foot is obviously huge. You don't have to worry at all of putting it like onto his right foot. The left-footed finishing should be really good. Bonny, try to cut that in. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice, boys. I did a little bit of like shielding right there just to like protect the ball and then very quickly move it and go for a shot. I kid you not, man, like very early on in the player review, there's definitely promising signs. I do also think that he's going to have to fit like kind of like a specific style of play. But if you don't mind using strikers with the larger build, man, he should be pretty good. 5-star weak foot finesse shot. What a finish, man. What a finish. I know that I've said it in previous videos, boys, but this is easily the best evolution of the year. Like finesse shot playstyle plus 5-star weak foot. Very good upgrade to face stats. Barrios, nice. Now we could maybe try to overload the right hand side. Ping it towards Bonny, hold it up a little bit, and now play through. That's a great ball. Molina, get your shot off. I mean, we don't really expect Molina to score right there, but it's a decent play. I do want to try to see if we can create a good angle for like another long shot. Bonny, decent left stick dribbling. It is a little bit further out. Yeah, that one needed a lot more power, man. It looked like it was barely kicked. Played out wide. There we go. Counter-attacking football again, boys. This guy does have Saliba. He's running back with Nuno Mendes, so we can test out the sprint speed. Yes, I mean, right there, Nuno Mendes did catch up pretty easily. But we all know how quick he is. That's good physicality. Yeah, boys, I mean, the left stick dribbling, I feel like we're starting to get used to him a little bit more. Bonny, there goes that physicality again. 5-star weak foot finesse shot. A little bit central. The flight of the ball right there didn't look too great. It kind of just looked like it was straight. There wasn't like too much curve behind it. All right, boys, straight into game number 2 we go. Game number 1 did not last too long, but I mean, very early on, boys, I mean, some really nice signs when it comes to Bonny. I feel like the main takeaways at the moment is that he is a very clinical striker. He is pretty decent on the ball as well, but he does also have to fit kind of like a specific style of play. If you do prefer like your smaller, more agile type of players that are like meta this year, he probably won't be the best option for you. But if you don't mind using like strikers with a larger build, he should be a pretty good option. Now to start off game number 2, boys, I'm going to try to overload the right hand side. Hendrick, play it. Nice. Now we just need Bonny in a good area. His attacking position has been good so far. Onto his left, onto his right. Finesse shot. I don't know why he would go with like the outside of his foot right there. That's maybe like the second or third time where like the shot animation or like the shot that we end up choosing with him is just like a little bit weird. Now, I didn't see what formation this guy's playing. It looks like it's 4-2-1-3. Yeah, he's got 2 CDMs. He's running around with Marquisio. Ping it towards the middle. Bonny, step over again. Onto his right foot. Finesse shot. That's a great finish, boys. Okay, did feel quite responsive right there. And so far, man, I feel like the Hunter Chem style is working pretty well. If you're not too worried about his pace, you could give him finisher, man. Finisher to really help out with his dribbling. Bonny again. Great skill move. Keeping it close. 5-star weak foot. That's a great finish, man. A lot of power behind that shot. I feel like the regular finishing with the card is also really good. Like, you don't have to just rely on, like, the finesse shot. And I'm pretty sure there's, like, an Evo chain where you can also give him, like, an extra passing playstyle and maybe, like, an extra scoring playstyle, but we don't have that. At the moment, boys, one thing that I'm really liking with Bonny is the fact that he also has tiki-taka, which, I mean, for a striker is a little bit underrated because you can just, like, ping the ball into him and go for a first-time pass. It's very accurate. Bonny does well to get in front of that. Great skill move. Onto his right. Good close control. Regular shot. I was about to say great finish, man. I was about to say great finish, but my aim should have been better right there. I can't blame him in that play. Read that. Bonny, that's a great through ball, man. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. We're going to go finesse shot. Yeah, boys, the finesse shot works really well with the card. So ultimately, if you can get him into really good positions, I mean, he is going to score a lot of goals for you. Bonny, good step over. It's a decent pass. We do get a little bit lucky, but we'll take it. Drop it back. Good first touch. Onto his left foot, boys. That's a good finish, man. That's a really nice striker's goal. Now, you do also have the option of running him as a cam, and he does have both incisive pass and tiki-taka, but for me personally, boys, I mean, he's a striker. He's not a cam. Bonny again. We could maybe try to switch it up a little bit, get Hendrick in behind. Nice. Reverse it back. Bonny, heel chop. Good close control. That's good physicality as well, man. Keeps possession for us very well in that play. The pass, not bad. Finesse shot. It's what he does, man. What he does. Definitely an underrated option for the Evo. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Bonny Evolution card in a few games of Division Rivals. And I will say with the upgrades, boys, if I had to choose between his UCL Primetime card and this one, man, I feel like this one's actually a lot better and a lot cheaper. His UCL Primetime card is currently going on the market for like 180,000 coins. It has press proven playstyle plus I think 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, which isn't ideal for a striker. So, I mean, this version has a better playstyle, plus he has the 5-star weak foot, which is a huge positive. And then stats-wise, it is a little bit worse. But, I mean, for the most part, man, can definitely get the job done. Now, with Bonny, boys, I think that is most definitely safe to say that he is going to have to fit a specific style of play. If you don't mind using strikers with a bit of a larger build in game, he is going to be a really good option for you. If you do prefer the meta this year, which is obviously your smaller, more agile type of players like Claudia Pina, Dumerne, strikers like that, he isn't going to be the greatest of options. A lot of it is going to come down to like what you prefer in FC 26, man, but don't take anything away from Bonny, man. He does make a very solid striker for this stage of the game. For me personally, boys, the standout stat for the card was obviously his 86 shooting with the 5-star weak foot and the finesse shot playstyle. Plus, I mean, he's obviously a very clinical player. One thing that is really underrated with the card, boys, is his passing, man. He does have both tiki-taka and incisive pass, so when you pair that with his really good strength, like the hold-up play and link-up play is very good with the card. The 86 dribbling was a really interesting stat for the card because, as you guys know, he does have that larger build in game, no technical playstyle either. And for the most part, his dribbling was decent. I won't say that he's like the smoothest of players on the ball. It does take some time getting used to, but if you can get it down, it can still be quite effective going forward. And yeah, man, for 50,000 coins, I mean, obviously 20,000 coins for his inform card and then 30,000 coins for his evolution, man. I feel like the value of the evolution is most definitely there. Now, the main question is obviously going to be whether or not he is one of the best options for the evolution, boys. And I feel like a lot of it is going to come down to like your style of play and what you prefer. Now, for me personally, boys, if we look at the meta and what works really well in FC26, I wouldn't say that he's one of the top options just because like Openda is really good, Ramirez is really good, Ekatike as well. I would kind of put Bonny at maybe like the 4th or 5th spot for the evolution just because he does have that larger build and he isn't like one of the meta players in my opinion. Now, that isn't to say that he still isn't like a really effective striker in game. You're just going to have to play to his strengths and maybe just like adjust your game a little bit. One player that I feel like would actually work really well alongside Bonny, boys, is if you did use Lukaku in the Star in Motion evolution. You know, Lukaku as like the left-sided striker and Bonny as the right-sided striker or vice versa, man. I feel like that would be really OP. I wouldn't really use him as a center attacking mid if you guys are wondering about that. I feel like he's definitely best suited at the striker position. And overall, man, for 50,000 coins, a very solid player to pick up. So yeah, man, if you can get him on full chemistry for 50,000 coins, not the best option for the evolution in my opinion, but definitely a very solid player to go ahead and add to your team. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing as we are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.